The timeline has officially split. It's done. It is absolutely solidified. However, you are the opposite of grounded right now, and it is so purposeful because you are being carried somewhere sacred. You are being carried somewhere holy. Your energetic field is massively expanding. Imagine when you just got your license and you're able to drive and you have that independence and freedom and the entire world opens up for you. That's what this feeling is like. Or when you move into your own home or go away to college for the first time and you experience massive amounts of freedom and overwhelm and fear. That's what this energy is giving right now. Or when you go to a different country and you experience different cultures and different traditions and food and all kinds of stuff, that's what this energy is giving right now. 1:11 on the clock. Okay, so in order to sink into this energy, I want everyone to close their eyes. I was gifted a meditation this evening right before I hopped on here, and I want to gently and quickly bring you through this. So go ahead, close your eyes, get into your body, find the warmth and flow of your breath. Release all of the heaviness that you have carried through, all of the hardships, the identities, the soul paths that you have had to be or were forced into being because of people, places, traumas, situations. I want you to release all of that through the breath in this moment. And imagine yourself sitting in a vast field. You sense the wind blowing across your skin. You feel the warmth of the sun warming your skin. And right in front of you is a nice basket. It's a wicker basket, a very, very large basket that you are able to fit yourself into. I want you to go ahead and open the door to that basket and step inside. Inside the basket, you feel safe and secure. You feel adventurous. You feel curious. But just know that you are held in this space safely. As your perspective shifts and expands, you look around and you glance up and you look and you see a large red balloon at the top of this basket. You are in a hot air balloon. And the only thing that is anchoring you to this earth, to this reality, are 4 little sandbags that hold this apparatus down. Now imagine a beautiful golden hand picking up the sandbags one at a time, placing them in this safe and protected basket. And this red hot air balloon begins to bring you up and up and up and up. And pretty soon you notice the trees, the people, the buildings start getting smaller and smaller. The birds fly right by you, and you are filled with a sense of wonder and curiosity, excitement, and maybe even a little fear. But once you begin to reach the cloud line, I want you to glance out and just for a moment, tap into your emotional body, feeling how expansive and vast this energetic field is. Take a moment to really feel into the frequency that this perspective gives you. You're no longer where you're at, but you're also not where you will end up yet. So friends, open your eyes, settle back in, take a deep breath, ground yourself back into this place, back into this space, and understand that your feet are not on this earth. You have made a decision. whether that's consciously or subconsciously. You have made a decision. Remember last week we were at a crossroads, very, very purposefully. That blue moon ushered you into a new timeline. Well, you wished, right? Once upon a blue moon, what can happen? Well, you just got picked up and carried, babe. And it was all so purposeful. Trust in the journey, trust in the process. And I want to talk about, too, just for a moment, why we had a red balloon in the vision, because I was thinking about this, and why we had a red balloon. Red is the color of the root chakra, right? And that is all about feeling safe and secure, grounded and founded. It's your tribal association. It's your identity via your community, your morals, values, traditions. It is where your ego and your physical self feel very safe and secure. And that's not what's happening right now. Spirit is literally picking you up out of where you've been, how you've identified, where you've been plugged into, maybe your community, your family, your job, maybe a relationship. And it's picked up your roots and it's carrying you to your next destination. And of course, you are consciously participating with this choice. You have made this choice, whether consciously or unconsciously, maybe subconsciously, right? But you picked a pathway. You picked a pathway. So this week, you are grounded. You are safe and protected in your basket, but you are also being carried somewhere holy. So you may feel a little bit of ungroundedness. Now, for the astro forecast for this week, we don't have too many craziness, right? We don't have too much going on. And to say we're grounded in this year's energy is batshit, because this energy this year is batshit. So this energy feels grounded compared to everything that we've been dealing with this year. And so with this astro forecast, we have Mercury, the planet of communication, right? And technology, travel, makes sense, moving into the sign of Cancer, which is a very emotional space. It's an emotional sign. Sometimes Cancer has a hard outer shell, keeping people away. But that's also so that they can protect the ushy, gushy, mushy emotions within. And this week, we are being asked to communicate internally with ourselves and listen, because communication isn't always verbal. It's also listening. It's also active listening. It's tuning in to your intuitive powers of emotional flow. So what is your heart space saying to you this week? What are your emotions saying? How can your emotions be utilized as channels of intuition, giving you pieces of information as you move along your journey in your hot air balloon, right? As you move along this new channel, this new pathway, this new crossroad, right? You picked a pathway. So now you are embodying that and you are trusting this journey in this hot air balloon, because it's bringing you somewhere holy. It's bringing you into a new identity. It's bringing you into a new pathway, maybe a new purpose. It's bringing you more into alignment of where you are meant to be. Okay? So this week, your job is to not freak out, not do the egotistical thing of trying to hitch your wagon to a specific place, person, thing, whatever, to make you feel safe. You're not supposed to throw those sandbags out and press that little flame thing that brings the air balloon down. No, you're not doing that this week. You're allowing the suspension. You're allowing the travel to happen. You're allowing yourself to go somewhere, but in between, while you're in the basket, I want you to see and feel into this field. I want you to really tap into your heart space, into your emotions, and use this as a reflective, informative way to intuit how you're feeling, what your heart is whispering to you. Where is it whispering to you? Okay? Clock it. Clock it. Write it down. All right, so let's jump into our card session. You know, I always do a pre-shuffle and a pre-pull for our first card to kick it off. And I literally about choked on the card that I pulled. And I wish I was filming because it was cray-cray, and it will be cray-cray. Look at this image. I cannot make this up. Look at this image. Wait, and I just realized something else too. Okay. So first of all, we see this turtle, hard outer shell, mushy gushy inside. Hi, Cancer. I see you, right? That is the emotional space, and slow goes it. We are not rushing our journey. This isn't like, we're getting somewhere. No, it's about enjoying the journey. It's about allowing our emotions to inform us along the journey and speak to us in whispers. And what happens here? Do you see this? It's a balloon. It's basically the world, right? Holding up this turtle, which is exactly where you're at. It is a hot air balloon holding the turtle, the hard outer shell with the mushy gushy inside heart, right? The emotional heart center. That is what this card represents. I can't make this shit up. And it's called Vantage Point. And so the message here is ask Spirit to give you clarity so that you can change your perspective. And while you're being carried somewhere holy in this balloon, remember I said to really absorb and tap into that energetic field. And when you're so high up, it's giving you a different perspective. You're able to see things a little bit differently than you do from the ground. So utilize that, right? The mantra for this card is, I see my path clearly. And I want to add, I want you to feel your path clearly. We're being open to this perspective, but we're also tapping into our heart space to inform. Okay. They want me to pull the goddess deck too. So let's check in what we got for the goddess deck. And while we're doing this, I also just want to take this moment to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed to our channel, who comments, who interacts with us, who hypes us up, who shares us. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure that you do. We've got so many amazing, which one are you? Okay, she hid. We got so many amazing messages, right? And whenever you find these messages, they're meant for you, okay? So Spirit, please tell us what goddess can support our journey here. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. So we got today, and forgive my pronunciation, Mawu, Mother Earth, Mother Earth. And I want to just take a moment here. We have two earths here, right? Synchronicities. We have two earths. So it's like we're embodying the feminine sense of emotion, right? That intuitive sense of emotion, kind of giving like high priestess, like empress energy. And I got the whole world in my hands, except the whole world is moving right now, right? And Mawu says, Mother Earth, you are called upon to help with environmentalism. Okay, great. But also I want to expand on this. And they're saying maybe ground down into the earth. If you are feeling this week where you are not grounded, you are not founded, if you find yourself triggered and emotionally spun out because you are in the new timeline, you have chosen a pathway and you're moving along that pathway, but you don't know what the F is going on. Ground down, babe. Ground down. Use the earth as a tool to ground down. Okay. So you got the whole world in your hand, except you're super not grounded. And that is okay at this point in time. We are also going to pull from our angel card deck, our angel tarot card deck. Let's see what she wants to say. So Spirit, tell us, what is in the collectives? Okay, not 1200. We're going to pull one. Okay. What is in the collective's highest good? So tell me, friends, in the comments, what are you experiencing? Where are you going? Are you feeling grounded? How are you feeling founded? How are you using your emotions to inform you of where you've been, where maybe you're still holding on to those egotistical triggers, and where you're going? And today, interesting, we got the 7 of air, right? So it's like 7 of swords. So 7 is truth. Swords are a mental card. Air is very, very mental. And I think it's so interesting because all of these visions are up above, right? Different perspective. And that's part of the air element, is that we're seeing things from a different perspective. But don't get caught up in over analytical thinking where the ego is stimulated to the point of freaking out. Okay. So this is an opportunity to see your truth from a different perspective, or a new truth from a different perspective, without getting tripped up in over analytical thinking. And this is saying plans that need revision, more going on than meets the eye, poor timing. So as you are suspended in this hot air balloon, again, this is not a time for you to take action, because you're not on the ground. Your feet are not on the ground. This is a time to review all things, right? All motives, internally as well as externally, all connections, all relationships, all resources, all energies that you are plugged into and connected to. This is a time to review everything and do those things, A through Z, align and resonate with your truth and where you're going in this new path. This is an opportunity to see things from a higher perspective and say, yep, this does. No, this doesn't. Yep, this does. No, this doesn't. All right. Because what you choose to engage with, you form an energetic bond, you open that door. And so whatever vibrational frequency you're saying yes to, you're engaging with, that is what you're going to see in your life, right? Whether that's good, bad, ugly. So be mindful and reflective. Use a greater perspective, right? To see what you're involved with. Maybe take a minute to say yes. Maybe take a minute to sign that contract. Maybe take a minute to enter into a relationship with someone, or make a move, or, say yes to the thing. Take a minute to do it and tap into your emotion, intuition, to see how that is influencing your new path. Okay. Love this. We are going to get a few tarot cards here. Just a few. We're already going along with this time. I was like, oh, it's going to be a short reading, whatever. And I mean, if you know me, I don't do anything really short. Big surprise there. So maybe Spirit, maybe give us like 3 cards. Okay. Thank you. 1. So thank you for watching me. If you're still tuning in, if you're still tuning in, thank you for hanging through me. Got some good messages at the end of this reading here too. Okay, so we got 2 major arcanas and one court card here. So with the first card here, we get the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So this is, again, Pentacles is grounded information. It is earthy information. It's health, wealth, job, family, that kind of stuff. Pages are like communicators. So there's a stall in some kind of solid offering, just like we were saying, right? With the 7 of air, there's a stall, there's something off, right? So maybe take a minute to see things from a higher perspective and really feel into things before you really hook your wagon to something, right? Okay, the next card we get here, and I'm going to cover this up because there's some nakedness on it. And YouTube does not like that, and none of the socials like that. So I'm going to try and do this here. You get the Lovers. All right, it's the card of the Lovers. And the Lovers are, sometimes people see that as like, new romantic relationships or opportunities or endeavors or coming into union with self. And it definitely can be that. But the Lovers also represent a choice. And because we've seen it, because things are not solid yet, because there is a lot of mental perspectives and different situations happening, because we are being called to see things from a different vantage point, a different, viewpoint. There's decisions. There's things that maybe we didn't see when we were on the ground in that first crossroad. But as we're entering into this new timeline, we might be open to seeing things differently. And because of that, you might have different decisions that are available to you that will help bring you into a union. or even help bring you into a new job or a new relationship in a better way. So this is not saying yes to something that kind of fits the bill. This is not saying yes to something that is quick or, you are easily, satisfied with. No, this is the long game. You are checking in with your heart space and making a decision based on the long game right now. Focus on the long game. And the last tarot card we got here is Judgment. The universe is making a judgment call. There has been a decision made. You made a decision and the universe says, yep, I know. I see you. I hear you. You're right. The dead is rising. You are being reborn. You are being rebirthed. It is time to rise up and start shifting into that pathway, that choice, that crossroad that you chose. All right. Again, seeing things from a higher perspective. And because you were brave and made that choice, you're being gifted an opportunity to begin again in a new way. But because you're being gifted this opportunity, because you are beginning again, of course, there is new energy that is coming into your field that you haven't quite been grounded with. You don't quite understand it yet because it is brand new to you. So be patient and really check into your emotions at this point to help you navigate seeing things from a higher perspective. And the last card they gave us is Faraway Places. Get ready for new horizons. Yes. Hello. As we're in our tiny little balloon being carried to different places, right? We're going somewhere holy. We're going to a different version of us. We're entering into a different timeline that's taking us somewhere awesome. So they're saying, get ready. Not you've landed, but get ready for new horizons. You are in your basket right now. You are seeing things from a higher perspective. You are grounded and founded where you're at. You got the whole world in your hands, but you're not on the earth. Okay? Just don't worry. You are being carried somewhere beautiful. And it's somewhere that your soul has chosen. So take a breath, check into your heart space, ground down into this little nurturing, comfy basket that you're in. Know that you're safe and take a minute to see what your heart is telling you. What whispers are you receiving? How are you listening? Take a moment this week to kind of feel that out. Notice when the triggers come up to handle them, right? And just know that you are seeing things from a whole new vantage point, whole new perspective space. There's been a judgment call is being made. You are being reborn, right? But right now, see things from a higher point of view, and that will help you to see your path clearly. All right, friends, this is your reading. If you have not, please like and subscribe. It really helps to grow our channel. I am wishing everyone so much love and blessings. Take care, friends.